right. Yes. Welcome back from Christmas. And yes, let's try to get something that is very interesting before we enter the next year. Yet those ones who always ask for the material that I use when I'm doing the extended dreadlocks, this is the material. It is the Afro Kinky from Darling, Uganda. So this is how it looks like, and this is how it comes looking like. So when you see it, this is how it's supposed to be. So you just have to remove it, and you have to make it soft. So let's try to see that just like that. Then you make sure that you stretch it very well so that it can be soft, and then we are good to go to start with our extended dreadlocks. So this time around I'm going to be a little bit very slow, yeah, so that at least most of you guys should enter the next year as you're practicing this and learn how to do it. So I'm going to be very slow so that you can also learn, because I've realized by saying all your messages in my comment sections, like everyone at least is trying to ask for the slowdown. So this time around in this video, I want you to be very careful. So before we do that, let's first go and do this.
Maurice, the Crochetmaster.
Alright, thank you so much for watching me. This is Maurice, the Crochetmaster, and I would like to welcome everyone who is a new subscriber on this channel. You're most welcome, and just know this is the channel where you find all types of hairstyle that are created by me myself. So you won't find it anywhere else. It's only me myself. So this time around we're going to be seeing on how to do extended dread, but I decided to be very slow this time around. So those ones who have been following me when I said about this, is that I said that whenever we are trying to lock the first lock, we always do it and we always leave a quarter inch when we are locking. Please note this, that you should not, or you should never make this lock very tight before installing the extension. You can see how it is still loose, so please make sure that it is always like that. And then another trick that I always use here is that when I'm making my lines, they're always in a rectangular format. I don't know if for you always do them in a box format, but box format, I realize when you're doing this kind of locking, it will make you will need to do the cross locking, as you're going to be seeing me doing it on the second line. So make sure at least you do them in a rectangular format so that you lock it this way. So let's go to the second line so that you can see how also it is supposed to be done. I told you that this might be maybe the last video for this extended read, so I just want you to be very keen and look at me very careful. Yes, so those who have been skipping, maybe those are the ones that are going to ask the questions, but this time around I want to be as slow as possible so that we learn this thing. And make sure, if you want to learn it also, you need to practice it every time. So as I've made the second line, but still is going to be in a rectangular format. If you try to see the shape of it, I try to make sure that at least it's somehow be like the spacing somehow big, but when I'm making the line, I don't make it very the boxes are not that big. The rectangular boxes are not that big, so just because I do it that way, so that I can have the one locking. Yeah, that's what we call the V-locking. We just do it that way so that it is only one locking. And still, I'm also going to show you how with the cross locking, because I know some of you guys are going also to ask me that question, the cross locking, how it is. But the cross locking is very simple. Let me try to show you it here. When you're trying to lock it, make sure it is always one. It is always okay. This let me do it on the next box because I had zoomed. You see, there is still the that space. It's not tight on the skin. So let's just try to do here the cross locking so that you can see it. And still also, let me first apply the gel. Let me first apply the gel just like that. So here, what you do, you just have to make sure that you first make that hook that side, and then you do it even on top to make the cross locking. Though this is very tricky. If I say that is what you're supposed to use, it will be very terrible for you, like you won't handle. But this one I will explain it more on the type of hair that you're supposed to use the cross locking, because now this has got the real good volume, so you're not supposed to use the cross locking. So when you're passing the extension, I told you this time around I'm going to be a little bit very slow. You do it from the sides, yes. And then the hair is what I'm holding. And it's what I'm locking with to pass through the extension. I always tell you why I do this kind of, like how I do it this way. And I'm going to be showing you why. So just put it up, then you just come and hook. You turn the braid, you turn the extension like this, and then you hook again. And when you bring it this, you just put it up like that way, and then you turn the braid, you understand? Then still you put it up, and then you turn the braid, you turn the kinky, still up like that, and you turn the kinky. I don't know if you're trying to see it well, but at least here I'm trying to be very, very clear. And maybe if you are one of my members, maybe we would have done something else. So shout out to those ones who joined our membership. And yes, I got you. Thank you so much. And next I'll be telling these people to know all your names. So this is how it is. And now they asked me, what if the hair is done? You just have to see, like the kink is always rough. So those that little hair is what you also try to hook with it, because now the hair is already done. If you try to look at it, I'm just here using the extension, but the extension I get it from these remaining hair. If you try to look at it, I see those rough hair. Those are the ones that I pick and I keep on locking. So that way it's the same. You keep on looking, and when you're done, you try to make sure that it is that neat. So let's try to see. When you try to look here, this is what I was trying to show you, that my rectangular box is still is not that tight, so my extension is going to pass through very well, just like this. You see, there is no pain at all, so you can see how it is now firm. And now when you're done with that, you just come here and turn the braid, you lock it going upwards just like that. You lock it going upwards just like that. You continue with that way. Yes, locking it that way, and then you're done to do that. So when you're done here, you make sure, why we lock it from up is to remain with that hole, the hole, so that when you're trying to lock it, it will be very easy for you to lock following that hole. So now let's start to see this braid. This is how it looks. You see, you can see it clearly. This is how it looks, and when it grows, it's even start looking like natural dreads because it is too soft, very soft, very soft. So now let's try to see how we always unplait it. So as unplaiting, I come following the hair, and I reach that extent on where I see that the remaining tip is very small, as you can see here, and then I remove it that way. You see, I've removed it. It has even come with the extension, and then I continue unlocking it that way. So that unlocking takes that's how even you have to unlock it. Even if you stay with this hair for the whole year, it is the same unlocking as how you will be unlocking it. So this hair can last for a year, 2 years, as long as you keep on repairing it. And there are some things that we need to know about the repair, because still I've seen most of you guys they're still doing this mistake of locking, doing the repair, especially in front. It's very hard for some of you guys. So this is how you bring it out, and what is remaining with the extension, you just have to cut it off. You cut it off, and you're good to go with your extended dreadlocks. So I think if you continue watching this video, it will help you a lot, and please try to practice it, because whenever you practice, you get to learn more and more, like you be perfect. So this is what I got for you for this year, and please, happy new year. I love you so much. My name is Maurice, the Crochetmaster. Please make sure that you do the practice. Bye bye. I sign out.